So, we are at Spring Creek Fitness because Planet Fitness doesn't have recording.
Yeah.
So we're in the ghetto with lockers. We just waited for 15 minutes for two guys to leave because it was awkward, and I've never done this before. And I was like, this is probably gonna be weird if I just start recording and they're over there just talking. So I waited. But this is Jackson.
Howdy.
Clark is his real name.
Freaky Frito.
Freaky Frito is my name. But we are going to do an arm and shoulder day today.
This is ass.
He's taking L-citrulline and nasty bum pre. Alright. We can't pause. Basically, I have a show in August. It'll be my first one. 20 weeks out, 2 days ago. And I just called him up and he said he'd want to come help. So
First bodybuilding show, but
first
show he's
show?
giving something.
Okay, that's crazy. We are gonna go start warming up. I'll probably video a little bit about that, but I mean everybody knows what a warm up is. So probably just put a few working sets, talk a little bit, and we'll see you later. So basically, I like to start my shoulder day with rear delts. I don't know why, I just feel like it opens my shoulders completely up. Gets my shoulders moving, the joints moving. But basically, I've found that for rear delts, my favorite thing to do is just crossovers. I'll just do 6 sets of these instead of doing like 3 sets of face pulls and 3 sets on the pec deck. But yeah, basically, I'll just do like 3 sets till I feel like my shoulders are warm, and then I'll do 6 working sets. So we'll go from here. We'll do these and then lateral raises, and then we'll do shoulder press and a front raise of some sort, and then we'll go on to triceps. But yeah. So one thing I really like to pay attention on when I'm doing my sets, not everyone does it, but like in the bodybuilding community and stuff, it's becoming a bigger thing to do your eccentric really slow and then power through and then slow and then power through. So I really try to focus on that, like how you saw. I'm going quick and then letting it out, then quick, so I don't pause at the top. I squeeze at the bottom, but I don't like hold it there. I just like to keep it moving, but slow and controlled. Guys, we found an ancient tool. This is what I used to put Clark on a leash for. I'd get on my roller skates and he'd pull me around. Yeah, what you know about that? What you know about that?
Bro, number one party anthem in slow-mo going right now, bro. I feel like...
So, I like to start my first set with higher reps, just so that because I'm only doing this movement, I don't want to be at like 4 reps at the end of my set, but I don't want to be doing 7 pounds when I'm ending, right? So, 13 pounds, controlled. First set was 16, second set was 15, third set was 14. We'll go on from there. I just want to preface this with, I'm not doing 6 sets of bench press and then calling it good on bench. I've just found that this is the best thing for my rear delts. I've seen the most growth. And I'm dropping weight obviously because prep just started, so if I'm still seeing growth, then it's obviously working. But if I ever feel like it's not working, I'll change it up. That's the fun with bodybuilding.
Hell yeah.
So, another one of the biggest things is I move my body with the set. Why do I do that? I personally, I've tried being super locked and you just move that one part, or like on triceps and you just hold it. I end up feeling like my lower back or my elbows takes all the pain. So, a little bit of bring your chest up when you're doing your rear delts or pump up when you're doing your triceps. You can get farther into it, right? Because you're higher up at the top instead of down already. And it just makes all your joints move, right? Because they're all going over the same axis. So if you're moving through with it, you'll feel better. So we're moving on to lateral raises. For a while, I just did dumbbell lateral raise, but I've been feeling better with these recently. It's kind of just preference, not a big deal as long as you're, like I said with the rear delts, as long as you're keeping your form good, you're not just shrugging it up. You don't want to shrug it. You're not shrugging. You're bringing it up and around like that. And same thing I said with the rear delts and triceps. I kind of like to bring up with my chest so I'm not pulling up with my traps. So probably do three sets here, and then there's another machine in a different room that I like to use. But yeah, so we'll go on with these and then probably see us over there.
Everything, but I won't fall for it. You got what you needed. It was a magic trick. I was alright before you showed up at my door, but you never wanted more. Just wanted to explore.
Bro's about to die. Alright. So, because we usually lift at plant, we don't have this machine there. I mean, it's pretty simple, it's just a lateral raise machine. But I really love the feel of this one because it has constant tension on your shoulders because of the pads. But 3 sets here. Because of how ghetto this gym is, they don't have weights, just numbers. So this is something, I don't know. Coach is not gonna like that, but I'm going to failure, I swear. So I'll do 3 sets here, and then we'll do shoulder press and start arms.
I hear songs.
So with this one, because of how short my arms are, I like to put my hands down here, because up here just feels wrong. So I put my arms down here so my whole arm's on the pad, but you get the idea. All right. Okay, so basically I'm considered a midget in my friend group, and my colleagues. I work at an outlet store in Planet Fitness. No one's actually ever called me a midget, but I found this box. Makeshift box. Basically, really good machine. Whenever I lift her, I like it, but I'm not tall enough. So, box. Really on this one, you really want to control your breathing and slow. Slow on the eccentric is the most important part. Because your shoulders, this is literally just to build your shoulders, nothing else. Build your shoulders so when you do any other movement, your shoulders are not the limiting factor. So, we're gonna do 4 sets and then, yeah.
You don't have to go through every single video.
I know, but at least I'll know what parts are which.
Oh, that's true. Smart man.
That's why I'm the one making the videos. This is the first video we've ever made. Only video. Clark retired after this. Over there in the corner.
Maybe I have sissy pants.
And that set's called growth.
No, I don't.
Watch. You're so stupid! Guys, if I was on circle on an acetate, this would be a different story. Here we're just doing single arm front raises, cable. Keep that constant tension, unlike doing dumbbells. We decided to just do 3 sets on the shoulder press, so we're gonna do 3 here, and then we'll go to arms.
No. Not at all.
So we're gonna call it here. We're just gonna put this for a shoulder day because we've been running long already. So we're just gonna get arms done. But maybe I'll post some Instagram reels and stuff with arm stuff. But yeah, hopefully this was enjoyable to watch, entertaining. Maybe it won't be. Hopefully it is.
Yeah.
But if you did enjoy it, subscribe and like. Please, please. Just kidding. But just kidding. But if you want to, it'd be appreciated. But
Peace.